What makes a magic wand a magic wand? Is it something special about the wand, or is it about the attitude of the magician, or is it the way the audience sees the wand? What makes it special? Deck of cards. I go through and I literally taking cards off the top and ask someone to say stop whenever they want. And they literally can stop anytime they want. Let's say they say stop there. And I go, great, watch. So I'm gonna do this very slowly. Watch. Tear off a piece very clearly. Now watch. Watch. Good. Watch. I'm gonna reach down. I'm gonna keep this in frame now. Don't. Got a little bit of a magic wand here. For me, it's a magic wand. I mean, chocolate bar, please. I love chocolate. I'm gonna see if I can actually make that piece vanish. I mean, vanish. Gone. Now look. Nothing. Sleeves up. You see, this is one of these new bars. Hard to get the wrapper off. There we go. Now look. I want you to see. You can do this very slowly here. Look. Way down. Not some kind of illusion. It's actually in there. The piece you just saw me make it vanish. And it's not just any piece. I want you to put this. I want you to see. This is clearly the very same and exact piece you just saw me rip off the card. This is such a cool principle. You're gonna love this principle. You can use this principle with paper napkins, with playing cards, almost anything you can tear, your business card. So cool. And on this video, I'm gonna show you first the principle. Second, show you exactly what I just did and why it works. Also, question of the week. We're gonna jump into the question of the week because you have a chance this week to win some of the gimmicks for my trick called Reconstruction. It's a very cool card trick, okay? So you have a chance to win some of those. Question of the week's coming. And finally, I'm gonna announce last week, I did a contest. Maybe you won one of my envelope mentalism systems. This is the video to watch to find out all of that. What's the question of the week? Well, of course, it's what's your favorite chocolate bar? For your chance to win one of 12 of my Reconstruction gimmicks, leave a comment down below in this video and tell me. And do not mess around. You and I both know this is a serious question. What is your favorite chocolate bar? Leave a comment for your chance to win. Back in literally 1987, Richard Sanders and I did this book, When Creators Collide. Yes, the great Richard Sanders. What a great guy. And anyway, we had a trick in here called 75%. And it involves us already ripping a corner off a dollar bill. It's a pre-ripped thing, okay? And then we actually changed the coin, because it was pre-written, we changed it to a coin. Now, I applied this same principle over the next 10 or 15 years in many ways, this pre-ripped corner. In 1990, I released 100% Sankey. And in that book, what I did is I had a piece with a dollar bill and another piece from a borrowed dollar bill change places. Again, using this pre-ripped corner. And in that one, it allowed me to get one ahead and plant the corner somewhere else. Even though I held the bill, it looked like it was full, it was actually missing a corner, and because I was able to get one ahead, I was able to hide the piece somewhere else. Then in Underground Jam in 2005, I released a DVD. And on this DVD, quite a popular DVD, I did a transposition between a torn corner and a bill, and then I had a trick called Stuck, where torn corner again, and on and on. So here is how you do this really cool trick, okay? Imagine being able to tear a corner off a card, and that torn corner can appear in a chocolate bar, in a soda can, in your back pocket. It can appear, a taxi cab can roll up, knock on the door of your apartment and say, hey, I found this on the ground. You can mail it to somebody 2 weeks before, on and on. So, and it's actually the same torn corner that you just tore off the card. I mean, this principle is amazing. I've done a million different things with it for many years now. So here, to prepare for this, all I'm gonna do is take 8 of diamonds. I'm gonna tear a corner off the 8 of diamonds, okay? So there we are, right? What I've done with this pair of scissors is I sort of cut a little tear in the back here of the chocolate bar, okay? I'm gonna take this corner, put it inside, so it's literally inside, let it shake on down there. Hopefully it's down around here now. This is in my pocket, use it as a magic wand whenever I wanna perform this trick.
So easy, so magical, looks crazy. I can have the torn piece appear in the chocolate bar. And if they don't like the trick, which they will, of course, if they don't, I can always just jam a lot of chocolate in their face and hopefully they like that much. Okay, so you're there. Now, this is here, and you're gonna force, let's assume this is sort of in my pocket, whatever, okay? You're gonna force this card on someone. Now, when I developed this years ago, I realized if I'm missing a corner, I actually have the world's easiest second deal. Okay, normally to do a good second deal, you have to push the card off and deal from there, okay? You're dealing off, that's the second deal. Wait a second, I got the corner missing, so I can just do this, okay? But they would see the missing corner. So instead what I do is I do what's called a necktie. It's called a necktie second deal. And the reason it's called a necktie is because you tend to hold the deck up as if you're wearing a necktie up here. So now I can literally go through the cards. Anytime they want to say stop, and all I'm doing, of course, is grabbing, every time it's the second from the top, no real sleight of hand here at all. Boom, boom, at some time somebody says stop. So they've been able to call stop literally whenever they want. As soon as they call stop, I just thumb off the pre-torn card. You don't want to make a big suspicious move of it. Just thumb it off, take it in the hand, put the deck aside. Now, I'm about to do the most convincing vanish of a torn corner you can imagine, okay? And I don't want to trigger, I don't want to sort of telegraph early by having big fingers. I don't need that, just the tips covering the corner, okay? Now you come over here and you're going to pretend to rip off the corner, okay? And I often will just, with my fingernails, just get a little, so that last bit really looks like I tore that off. I mean, you would swear. There's no debating, this is an illusion. Obviously, I just tore off the corner, okay? You hand this to someone for safekeeping, all right? I'm up here, I've got the piece. I show my hand, absolutely empty. Put it in here, show my hand. Nobody thinks the torn corner's in there. Everybody knows it. They know it as much as they know anything in the world. He tore off the corner, it's in his hand. Take this, maybe someone's been holding this from the beginning, okay? Maybe it's a little soft or whatever, and you go, oh, you do the old pencil thing. Oh, it's getting all wiggly and soft inside. You go 1, 2, and 3, just like this. Because it's only a small tear, you could even, now at this point, you took a chocolate bar, you went like this, no one's, believe me, don't get ahead of this, don't ruin this. No one's thinking, oh, I bet it's inside. That's not the way people are. They just go, oh, you used a chocolate bar, I wonder where the piece is. And then I come over here, and it's called destroying the evidence, where I come over and I pretend to rip it open for the first time, but really all I'm doing is making sure that there's no evidence. If anybody wants to examine this, all the evidence is already gone. That pre-tear is gone, it's melded into the big tear. You can have somebody else if you want, open it up at this point, whatever. They see the piece. Shades of Willy Wonka, I just love that. Boom, there's that piece. And then of course you get this beautiful moment where they see, it doesn't sort of kind of fit, or they can look at, and I've had people examine the fibers like it's evidence to some sort of crazy crime, but they examine it and they can see it truly is the piece. Somehow this piece impossibly vanished from my hands and reappeared inside the chocolate bar. Here are the names of last week's 12 winners, okay? If I announce your name right now, what you have to do is send an email to my team at contact@sankeymagic.com. Send an email, let us know your real name, not some crazy made-up name. Your real name, your shipping address, and we're going to ship you out a prize, in this case, the envelope mentalism system. Here are the 12 winners. Please kill me. Not joking. Somebody actually has that as a YouTube name. Please kill me. Adrian Lambertsky. Adrian Lambertsky. Michael Rom. Lee Leverett. 2 Ds. Jason the Great. 777. I guess a close neighbor to 666. Cute. Sean Burss, B-I-R-S-S, you won. Kelly Systems. Dean Huntley, Carl Brandon, Liar with My Hands. That's a great magician's name, Liar with My Hands. Quentin Smythe, with a Y. And finally, Sean Jeeton, Jeeten. You guys won, congrats. Hope you didn't forget. If you haven't already done it, leave a comment down below. This is your chance to win. It's an automatic entry to the contest to win one of 12 of my reconstruction gimmicks. Leave your answer to the question, what's your favorite chocolate bar? One of the things I try to do is not just show you how a trick is done, the brute mechanics, but also bring the psychology to it. Not just sort of how it works, but also why it works. So if you're like me and you find sort of why do people believe what they believe, that's an interesting question for you. I hope you sincerely consider subscribing to this channel. Every week there's a new video. Usually it's something you can show your friends, amaze friends and family, or at school, or at the work lunchroom, somewhere. So it's kind of cool in that regard. But it also gives you insight into the way people work, how humans tick. I find that part really interesting as well. So please, subscribe to the channel if you do this kind of thing. And also, if you want to see a whole bunch of sort of gimmicks, gadgets, gear, that kind of thing, check out my store. I have an online store. It's called SankyMagic.com. It's actually one of the busiest and most popular online magic stores in the world. I'm very lucky, been doing it a long time. I know a whole bunch of you are watching, you're long-time fans, so thank you for that. Check it out, SankyMagic.com. There's over 70 different products there, all skill levels from beginners to, I'm just flashing to a spaceman with a spear, which is a very odd thing. It really is.